Family isn't blood. It's who shows up when the money runs out. That single sentence lit up my phone at 3:17 a.m., sent from a number I deleted 8 years ago. 42 missed calls followed it like gunshots. My mother's name on the screen felt heavier than the slap she gave me the night I finally said no. Let me take you back to that night first. The kitchen smelled of overcooked adobo and cheap red wine. My little brother, Nico, sat smugly at the head of the table, the way he always did when he knew the script had already been written. Mom didn't even look at me when she spoke. Transfer the 4.8 million pesos, Rafael. Nico's business partners are threatening to sue. You're the only one who can fix this. 4.8 million. Roughly everything I'd saved since I started working at 19. Money I'd sent home month after month because blood helps blood and because Mom used to cry about how proud she was that her eldest turned out responsible. I laughed. One short, ugly laugh that cracked the room in half. No. Her palm crossed my face so fast the air moved after it. Nico didn't flinch. He just checked his phone, bored. Then you're not my son anymore, she said. Pack your things. I was out before the plate of adobo got cold. That was 2017. I changed numbers, moved cities, built a life they couldn't touch. I told myself the past was cauterized. Then the text came. Family isn't blood. It's who shows up when the money runs out. I stared at it until the screen went black. Something metallic settled in my chest. I didn't call back. I waited. 2 days later, a cousin I hadn't spoken to in years messaged me on Facebook. Tita's crying nonstop. Nico's in jail for estafa. They used your name for loans, bro, millions. They thought you'd never find out because you disappeared. I wish I could say I was shocked. I wasn't. I'd already known pieces of it. Random collection letters addressed to me at Mom's house. Unknown credit cards I never applied for showing up on my credit report. A quiet banker friend who once whispered, Rafael, someone's been opening accounts using your BR records and old signatures from when you co-signed Nico's first car. I just hadn't wanted the war. Now the war had come to me. I hired the kind of lawyer who smiles like a priest and ruins lives with footnotes. We traced everything, 23 loans, 12 credit cards, a condo unit in Quezon City titled under my name that I'd never seen. Signatures so good even I almost believed I'd signed them during a blackout. Nico had gotten cocky. He stopped copying my signature perfectly and started scanning old documents into apps that auto-filled forms. The banks finally noticed when he tried to refinance the same property twice in 1 week. I could have dropped the folder on the prosecutor's desk and walked away. Instead, I waited until the night before his arraignment. Mom begged for a meeting at a 24-hour coffee shop along Katipunan. They looked like ghosts of the people I once loved. Nico had lost weight. His designer shirt hung off him. Mom's eyes were swollen shut from crying. Anik, she started, voice cracking, tell them it was a mistake. Tell them you authorized everything. They'll let him go. I slid the thick envelope across the scratched table. Open it. Inside, every forged contract, every bank statement, every screenshot of Nico bragging in group chats about my brother the ATM who ghosted us. Watch him pay anyway. Mom's hand flew to her mouth. Nico turned the color of old paper. I could have sent this to the NBI months ago, I said quietly. I didn't. I waited until the banks filed the cases themselves. Until the warrants were already signed. Until there was no amount of tears that could undo it. Nico found his voice. You owe us. After everything I owe you nothing, I cut in. You stopped being my family the night you decided I was a bank with legs. Mom reached for me, fingers trembling. Rafael, please. He's your only brother. I stood up. No. He's the stranger who stole my name. And you're the mother who taught him it was okay. I left them there under the fluorescent lights, Mom sobbing into Nico's shoulder while he stared at the evidence like it might bite him. 6 months later, the courts seized the house I grew up in to pay part of the civil damages. Nico took a plea, 12 years. Mom moved into a tiny apartment paid for by relatives who now cross the street when they see her. People keep asking if I feel guilty. I don't. The slap she gave me stopped hurting years ago. What hurts is remembering the little boy who used to hide behind my leg during fireworks, The same boy who grew up and sold me for a down payment on a lifestyle he couldn't afford. Some debts can't be settled with money. Some families end not with a fight, but with a signature you never gave, and the quiet, final click of a door you choose never to reopen. I still have that text saved. Family isn't blood. It's who shows up when the money runs out. I never replied. I didn't need to. The silence said everything.